The Baldur's Gate 3 companions are currently the origin characters you can't play as. Each has a set class, each is trying to avoid rapidly transforming into a mind flayer, and they'll all complement your party in different ways.
Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Of course, as any RPG worth its salt, it's not just their classes that are important. Each character has their own personality and individual likes and dislikes, which includes how they feel about one another. Seeking out all 5 is simple enough, but following along with this video will set you on the right path for a full party of recently slug-infested friends. So here are all 5 Baldur's Gate 3 companions and how to find them. You'll find SHADOWHEART just after the tutorial. She's trying to break through a door at the end of the beach.
You're the one who tried to free me on the ship. At least, you made the effort.
She's a rather cold person and won't trust you as far as she can throw you. She does deal an extraordinary amount of damage, however, and can even heal.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Blunt and to the point, SHADOWHEART is a no-nonsense companion that just wants to get stuff done. As a cleric, she's a fantastic all-rounder, much more so than nearly any other companion. Honestly, Gale is probably the biggest creep this side of Baldur's Gate.
You're alive. That's unexpected.
You'll find him emerging from a warp point just north of a group of brain monsters. He'll awkwardly flirt with SHADOWHEART and you'll want to punch him in the face from that point onwards. Unfortunately, and I do really mean unfortunately, despite being a condescending wretch, he's also a rather good wizard. While he lacks the versatility of SHADOWHEART, he more than makes up for that with pure attack power and even the odd spell to befuddle enemies. Heading south from the same brain monster family slaughter, you'll find ASTARION hiding in the bushes.
Hurry, I've got one of those brain things cornered.
ASTARION is a very well-spoken and flirty gentleman, and he just so happens to be a vampire, albeit not one who's ever had much of a chance to do anything fun. He's led a rather sheltered life for a bloodsucker and a rogue. His class makes him invaluable for exploiting advantage and consecutive sneak attacks, if you make the most of your position and the element of surprise. It also means he's good at picking pockets and locks, as well as charming his way through some of the more challenging conversations. While SHADOWHEART is the first to officially join your party, you'll actually meet LAEZEL in the tutorial.
Abomination. This is your end.
However, you won't be able to get her to join your party properly until you free her from a cage that a couple of tieflings have put her in.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, and twice as ugly.
As a fighter, LAEZEL is good at one, and pretty much only one thing: hitting stuff really hard. She'll gain a lot of new abilities as you level her up, but her joy in life will always be smacking the sense out of pretty much everything. She's also a Githyanki, meaning she has a useful mage hand ability to push enemies around from afar. LAEZEL is the embodiment of not suffering fools gladly, with the main problem being she thinks everyone is a fool.
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity.
Where there's a will, there's a way, as they say. In this case, you could find your will in a camp currently on the bad end of a goblin invasion.
Give me your best shot.
He'll be training a young tiefling to fight, as he just so happens to be the mighty blade of the frontiers. Handy with a sword, but he can also be well versed with some eldritch and demonic spells.
Make way for the blade of frontiers.
This makes him deadly at any range, and depending on how you level him, he could well be the biggest hitter on your squad. His nature makes him prone to doing the honourable thing. If you go against that, he will likely be disappointed in you. Keep that in mind if you want him to be as friendly as possible.
Witness the might of the blade.
That's all 5 companions, present, correct, and ready to get the brain slugs squeezed from their skulls by any means necessary. For everything else Baldur's Gate 3, check out PCGamer.com.